Welcome, students. At Career 360, we continuously endeavor to bring you new insights and expert opinions. As part of this, today I have the pleasure of having Professor Kuldeep Kumar Raina, Vice Chancellor, Ramaiah University of Applied Science. A bit about Professor Kuldeep. He joined RUS as Vice Chancellor in April 2021. He has done a lot of hats prior to this, namely Vice Chancellor DIT University Dehradun and Director Acting Deputy Director, Dean of Faculty, Dean Resource Planning and Generation, Dean Research and Sponsored Projects, and Head of School Physics and Material Science at Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology, Patiala. Professor Raina did his MSc and PhD in solid state materials and then postdoctorate research from the University of Manchester, UK. His contributions to the teaching and research have brought him recognition nationally and internationally through various awards and fellowships. A warm welcome to you, sir, and it's a pleasure and honor to have you on.
Thank you very much indeed. Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning. My first question is, since its launch in 2013, how has the journey of Ramaiah University of Applied Sciences evolved over the years?
Well, I think in the Ramaiah University of Applied Sciences, we have been always consistently trying to put the students first always. And in that context, when we started, we had 7 faculties to start with that time. In the last 10 years, which I say it is a decade of excellence for MSRUAS, we are 13 faculties now. And prior to that, we were a part of the School of Advanced Studies, collaboration with University of Coventry, Great Britain. So we were running various programs prior to that. But as a part of Ramaiah University of Applied Sciences, today we are growing, not only with the number of faculties, but introducing novelty with respect to the specializations, and always try to see what student of tomorrow needs, how that can become a part of learning in our institution. With 13 faculties, 80 departments, 133 programs, you may yourself see that these 10 years have been always a great experience of learning for each one of us in the university. And our students also became a part of this learning process, whether it was classroom learning, whether it was through the project learning, whether it was outcome-based education processes, or trying to get best from the corporates with various new models. And good things happened that, in 2020, when new education policy was also announced by the government of India, Ramaiah University of Applied Sciences also took a leap to integrate the curriculum, keeping best of the minds in place as our peers, as our advisors, seeking feedback from students, seeking feedback from all stakeholders. So we truly created a niche when it comes to the 10 years, 2013 till 2024-25. I think it has been really an amazing experience.
Great to hear that, sir. So we were talking about the comprehensive structure of 13 faculties. So can you just give a small brief about what they are like and what exactly they entail?
Yeah, the Ramaiah group has been in education for the last more than 65 years now. We have established ourselves as the people who care for education and try to give students the best. The university is an offshoot of the Ramaiah group of institutions, which, as said, has 13 faculties. These 13 faculties are divided into 3 different segments of education, for which one of the prime and our own very important vertical is the health science programs. So we offer programs in MBBS, MD, MCH, all special. We have almost 32 specialized in the health science programs at the postgraduate level. Then we have Faculty of Dental Sciences, which is a part of the health science programs. We have Faculty of Pharmacy, Faculty of Life and Allied Health Sciences. We have Faculty of Nursing, Education and Research on the campus. So health sciences becomes a very, very important group of education. Then we are also very strong in STEM programs. science, technology, engineering, and mathematics programs, where we offer around 12 different programs at undergraduate, postgraduate level in the engineering streams and most sought after programs. In natural sciences, we have programs of physics, chemistry, mathematics, statistics, which has more applied orientation. We also offer the design programs. We offer very good programs in management, commerce at different levels. And we also have a faculty, which is faculty of hotel management and catering technology. So holistically, a kind of a, if you have to find that where interdisciplinary education is being taught in the country, I would say with pride and happiness, the Ramaiah University of Applied Sciences is a model to look at it, examine it, because that is what is happening on our campus. And every day we discuss and deliberate students to see what further can be done to achieve the best for the generation whom we are catering to.
In your opinion, what makes MSRUAS stand out as a premier institution for higher education? I mean, what exactly would be the very unique features that students can look into?
See, in the contemporary education domains, when we look at the ecosystem and the implementation of the new education policy, a lot of shifts are happening. The whole education ecosystem is undergoing a lot of change, transformation. And we have been always talking about a transdisciplinary education. Now, today, one of the hallmarks of Ramaiah University is that we truly offer interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary education. And that is what makes us different from many institutions. And we fall in an orbit where, these programs become very, very apt in contemporary world, looking at the globalization of the education and providing Indian students the best pathways to go beyond Ramaiah University of Applied Sciences for future higher education, higher research degrees and all that. So this is what makes Ramaiah University different today.
When we're talking about interdisciplinary learning, right? Could you just explain a bit about that, how it is promoted, how it is facilitated in Ramaiah? Because many students hear the term, they do not exactly understand what it means when you're talking about interdisciplinary.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because this is being spoken many times these days. And when we speak same thing repeatedly, I think it's very important for us in the education domain to make a clarity. See, cross-disciplinary today, when we look at the complexities in solving the problems, solving the issues, what books provide is very good, undoubtedly. But if you can have an access to the facilities, access to the experts, human resources like faculty members, and access to students who are being taught by different specializations, different experts, it becomes a kind of a system, an eco-process, an ecosystem, where you have students who are studying science, you have students who are doing medicine, you have students who are doing engineering and technology, students doing innovative projects and being a part of the technology business incubation. You have the students who are also pursuing degree in design programs, so management programs, a kind of a holistic education where there is going to be a network of thought process from one specialization to another. I need not to go outside of my campus to speak to someone because I have facilities here. I have laboratories here. We have invested quite good infrastructure, good labs, and good human resource and the human capital, which is our faculty members. So when that is here, we create the network, we create the platforms for everyone to raise the questions and our faculty members answer them. One. Number two, I take a simple case of health science programs today. No doubt we have the wonderful doctors. The best students come to us after cracking the NEET examination. That we are the destination because we have been for more than 4 decades in the health science programs here. If there is something which comes from the medical device point of view, device comes from the engineering thought process. Device comes from the engineering thought process as a design process. It must also have a social connect, social contact. So for whom I am doing. So health science is very good. but supported by the engineering thought process, that curiosity, how I can make it. I think that is where it is. During COVID, I think all of us, it was the toughest period of the humanity. We have seen we used to have SpO2 monitors at home. Today we have BP instruments. We have so many things at home, which has become gadgets. No need to go to anywhere. So what does it have? A sensor. Sensor is a creation of physical thought process by an engineer and how to make it design. So interdisciplinary, I see, we are a couple of disciplines together, come forward, try to understand the problem and give a solution which has different thought process and a multi approach to problem solving. We talk of artificial intelligence today in a great detail. So it is a tool. It is not something which is a device. It's a tool. If I use it as a tool, probably what is today, after 10 years, there may be something else. But thought process comes from developing the algorithms where a mathematics teacher, a mathematics student works. You need a social scientist also. What kind, where do you want to use it? You want a computer programmer and a coder who will code it. And you also need a professional who will use it finally to solve the society's problems. To me, I think interdisciplinary is where a couple of thought process specialists sit together, discuss, deliberate, and try to solve the most integrated problems of the nature and see that we provide a solution to them. That way, when I say Ramaiah University has created a uniqueness, it is because of we have all those specializations on our campus.
Very well explained, sir. My next question is, what should prospective students do, to apply to Ramaiah University of Applied Sciences?
The Ramaiah University today is very, very competitive. I always believe self-praises have no recommendations. But as one who works with so many people here, we have more than 12,000, 13,000 students. They come here not only to get the degree, they come here to learn. Now, when a student thinks where to go, it starts soon when in the higher secondary school, when a student comes even prior to that high school itself. Identify the destination. Now, what a student should look today, where his thought is going to be further nurtured, where he is given flexibility to think and come forth. Why Ramaiah? Because we are not only teaching them, educating them. We have a mission that create leaders for the future sectors in different engineering, design, health science programs and serve the society at large. Students must be appearing for civil service examinations. The knowledge they gain from here, how they can bring it to the public domain. We have a program on public policy that itself is not confined to a particular domain. It is about the social issues, social problems. So if someone wishes to come to RUAS, Ramaiah University of Applied Sciences, I think for him, it is a challenge, it is a destination. At the same time, he has to come through various competitive examinations. Like in our country, for health science programs, the admission is through the NEET. For engineering and technology, we have students coming from JEE mains. We also have Karnataka Central Examination System, KSET we call. We have the COMED-K, which is Karnataka Combined Examination for Medical as well as for Engineering Society and all. They come from that. In MBA programs, we have students coming from IMA test as well as from the CAT tests and others. And there are certain areas where university conducts its own entrance examination, which we say RUAS entrance examination. And that is, it is at par with the best. At the national level, we conduct such examinations. So anyone from undergraduate to the PhD who wishes to get admission in Ramaiah University has to crack this test first. For that, we announce it from time to time through various portals, through various modes, through our own social media programs. So therefore, entry is really through the entrance test at the national level.
So shortlisting is through the entrance exams, and there may be an interview depending upon the program.
Yeah, that's why. See, once it is shortlisted, intimation, then we have the group discussion, PAs also, and which is not being done at many places. And I won't say that we are the unique, but we have created uniqueness. Once we select students, they come to the faculty, they see what is there. So we give them that opportunity to do. So they interact with the faculty members and during group discussion, personal interaction sessions. And at that time, they see the laboratories, they see the facilities, they see the faculty members, a kind of creating an interface so that you are not alien to us. You are a part of the same social system to which we also belong. Our role is how we can help him, how we can handhold and take him to the different level where he aspires to reach and achieve the best. So it is that way.
So, what steps has the university taken to align its curriculum, with the industry needs and the global standards? Things are changing so fast today.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
how
Well
is the
said.
university?
Yeah, the mechanism, I will take some time, tell you the mechanism, how we do it. So we have created the academic boards in each department, in each faculty. It consists of the faculty, senior faculty members, and chaired by the head of the department, where we have participation of students, existing students ongoing, as well as the alumni. So it is it's a bottom-up approach of looking at it. So the feedback that is sought from the students from time to time, feedback sought from the alumni from time to time, is discussed. And we also look at what is the contemporarization when it comes to looking at the curriculum. The recommendations of that are also put later in the Board of Studies, which is a statutory body of looking at the academic content of it, in which we have the well-known experts in the subject domains, supported by the persons from the industry who bring a lot of corporate experience, not necessarily a teacher, but who works on the shop floor, he knows. The inputs which come from the academic boards are put to this. They discuss, deliberate, it goes on, and the recommendations come to the academic council, for which, as per the University Grants Commission, it is a statutory body, and Vice Chancellor is the chairman of the academic council. So we discuss, deliberate, look at every aspect of it. One. Second is benchmarking our curriculum. It is not benchmarking the institution, because we may be good in something, others may be good in something, but we benchmark the curriculum which comes from this to the best in the world, both at the national level as well as at the international. Second, we also have collaboration with some of our international peers. They also help us in looking at it, because today's student is going to be tomorrow's global citizen. In that, I cannot confine him in the boundaries. No, you cannot go here, because we have to give him flexibility at par with any global student. That's why the education at Ramaiah is different. It meets the standards of the global community when it comes to the education, the best. So once all that is done, we set a curriculum, we set the structure. In the recent past, we have seen that the science, technology, and social sciences, legal sciences is changing very, very fast. And we also use updated resources to train the students for that. So we freeze the mainframe and core curriculum of the subject in which a student has to receive his or her degree. The rest becomes the open electives. We have the elective subjects. And in open electives, we talk of Indian knowledge system, which is mandatory, local languages, that's also very, very essential these days. Skill sets, more towards experiential learning and his or her passion where he wants to pursue. So that way, we freeze the curriculum of that program nearly up to 45 to 48%. The rest 52% is a flexible. So that is how we look at the curriculum. In addition to that, we send our students to various assignments in the corporates. We are fortunate that Bangalore has that kind of a very good ecosystem. And we are also part of that. Our engineering campus is in Penia, which is Asia's very large industrial estate focal point, where we are the members of the Penia Industry Association. So where internships, learning comes. And we always believe in the lab, in the institution, he learns a small segment. But to gain that experience, we ask him to go to these places. Then the project that comes out of it. So we talk of outcome-based education. We also have outcome-based project coming from that thought process. It is being assessed, evaluated. So that way, I think our curriculum meets best standards today. It's vibrant, It is timely. We evaluate it, assess it, and make vibrant from time to time, depending upon the needs of the society, needs of that degree, and providing better job opportunities for the students. So for that, we enhance efficiency through campus to corporate, corporate to campus. Very glad to share with you that we have appointed professors of practice who do not come from academia, they come from the corporate. They visit the institution, they interact with the students, give them the assignments. So how industry looks at it, how corporate looks at it, and how we can equip our students with best thought processes. So it is being implemented. That's why again I say the USP that we have created is peer learning, experiential learning, mentoring by academia as well as industry supported staff members and the faculty members.
My next question is about the international collaboration and partnership. So, could you please throw some light about that and how it is impacting the students at the university? How do they learn from?
Yeah, we have partnered, collaborated with more than 50 organizations at global level, national level too. We are always looking at the best. Like health science programs, we have partnered with, as a knowledge partner, with Mount Sinai in the health science programs, which is one of the best medical schools in US. So they are our partners. And in health schools, see, it is more clinical aspects. So their guidance, we are connecting through the online as well as they visit our campus and impart training to the students as well as to our clinicians. We have also tied up with Ghent University in Netherlands in various programs in health science, physiotherapy, nursing, dental sciences, and allied health science programs in biosciences, cellular molecular biology. So we choose a couple of them. I will not mention everyone, but just to give you an idea. And at the same time, we have partnered with Babson in New York, in US. Interesting is we offer entrepreneurship program subject to almost every student on the campus. So idea is, if we look at Startup India, Stand Up India, all those things which have been created. My person is good to teach in the class, but where from we get the international exposure for that? In India, probably it was not getting the prominence that we have seen in the last decade or so, or soon after NEP implementation. People talk of innovation, entrepreneurship, happy life, and making yourself, you become a job giver rather than a job seeker. So we offer this, and this is being done joined with the Babson College in US. We have partnered with the University of Texas for engineering programs in various domains. Our students get admission to higher degrees in these institutions. Not that it is a MOU, but MOU facilitates, but they go globally to various institutions. We have also partnered with La Trobe University in Australia, with Flinders in Australia, with Australian National University. So this is how we look at a couple of institutions, both in US West in particular, Europe as well as Australia. And in India, we team up with the best Institute of Sciences, IITs, IIMs, in various programs. And that is how it is taking a shape as well as enhancing the capabilities in our students, depending upon domain knowledge to domain knowledge.
Can you give us some insights about the latest placements that have happened at the university? What kind of roles, who are the recruiters, and a little bit about the packages? Because that's one of the most important things many students actually look for, more than the other stuff.
Madam, absolutely right. I forgot to tell you that we have a very strong MOU with University of Albany in US State University of New York. Just to give this example before that, because our students, we equip them, we train them to an extent. They find themselves the better slots. After BTech, our students, after undergraduate, they go there for PhD programs at the same time. So that is one success story, not the job, it is higher education. You'll be very happy to know that around 25 to 28% of students every year go to higher education institutions, and most of them are overseas. That's the kind of training we give at the undergraduate level to them, or at the master's level to them. They go for PhD or the master's programs or the joint take PhD degrees there. Large number of them in the best institutions, University of Manchester is one of the examples. Then the Darmstadt in England, sorry, in Germany. So there are so one segment of students is who want to pursue higher education. Placement is very, very important because it connects them from campus to corporate, corporate to campus. We have a separate directorate of training, placement, and the career services. I will slightly take some time to tell you about it. So training. Who will find training for a student, whether it's apt or not? In many institutions, there are TPOs, we call them TPOs, but career service is very important. We analyze his capabilities, his or her capacity, where he is going to be the best fit. This directorate analyzes along with the dean of the faculty, HOD, and the faculty coordinator of the department, where he wants to go. And is it apt at the level a student goes for the internships? Because internship and the placement are also interconnected. So it is done. Then we invite some experts from corporates also to tell them for this kind of corporate, what are the prerequisites? So pre-placement talks, that is happening almost every alternate day for students in the different programs. Then we invite these companies to our campus. Last year, my data shows I think nearly 300 corporates did visit our institution to recruit the students. Advantage, certainly, I attribute that we are in heart of Bangalore, one. Number two, we train our students. They have to come. They want to come here to interact with them. It is not that they will select everyone because their layers of selection is also filtration. But proud to say, if I put an average number, today, my placement on campus is around 82% happening on the campus. Highest package has gone to one Ashish Chaudhary, who was placed with 52 point some lakhs, nearly 52, 53 lakhs per annum. And the average compensation that a student from Ramaiah University gets nearly 6.25 some as an average, taking overall. But there are certain programs which is not influenced by the student recruitments for placement, like health science pro in MBBS. It's more towards the hospital. It's like dental sciences. Whereas in pharmacy, I have 100% placement. And we give them 3 internships during the study of 4-year program. So comprehensive. Career service, training them, placing them is certainly one of our very, very apt objectives. But we do not assure everyone in the beginning that you will get a job. You have to work for the job. So that is how we align students. Come on, work with us, work with the team, come to that level that you'll be filtered by the company. And when they find you suitable, you will get a job. Because if I tell them, you come and you get a job, they will not study. So the learning is very, very important to go to the job profile. All of us have done the same way. No one gave us an appointment letter without studying.
Very well said. We also keep telling students during counseling that you have to, it's your placement. You are the beneficiary, so you have to work for it.
Absolutely,
It's not
this notion that I go to this institution, they will give me a placement. Is a misnomer in my perception. I have been in education for 40 years, teaching students since 40 years, or touching them, their hearts, their minds. I tell them, no, you will get the grade in a class when you are eligible to get the grade. No teacher is going to give you grade if you don't come. You have to come, study, create that environment, vibrancy. And they are the best people, I tell you, that this generation is totally different. They are so focused, they are so objective oriented. They want to. And now this new thought process that came in our country, startups. We have a technology. I think large number of students are also going towards that. Right. So if I say 100% placement, I don't want to please you only, but I want to be realistic. Around 82 and around 27% students also go for higher education. as well as around 2%, 3% go for the startups, which is also a growing area.
That's a well-rounded situation, if you ask me, because that's how it has to be. Everyone does not look for placements. Actually, I mean, like some want to go for higher studies, some want to look for some stuff. So
But
yeah,
you see, this country needs also very good teachers, mentors.
true.
See, if India has to grow to a gross enrollment ratio of 50% by 2035, 2030, do we have sufficient teachers? This is
Mm,
where there are concerns of everyone, and my
true.
concerns too, to motivate people to go for higher education, do research, innovation. Today, India is boasting of some new thought process that comes. We have gone through revising the process of research grants by the government of India. So that means research also needed. Job is come in the morning and go there. No, I think we need thinkers, we need philosophers also in this country. So for that, our role is to inculcate that belongingness to these students for the nation, one. Number two, equipping them with the best so that they can become the leaders and they can also steer the growth engine of Bharat when we say Viksit Bharat 2047. It is not two-person job, it is a job of the nation. And nation is 1.4 billion people and the resources. I think each one of us have to be a cohort of all that process to make it possible.
If you had to give a message, what would that be to the students? You see a lot of students in and down during admissions after. So if you have to actually give a message to the students and what they have to look for, how they should choose, what would it be?
I would tell them that, the pace at which India is growing. So you are at a point today, not at the crossroads, but at a level which has created such a great vision for every Bharatiya, because the aspiration is growing day by day. I think in that aspiration, this young generation is going to play a very important role, very significant role. We look at these students when they come to the campus, we look at the world through their eyes. So therefore, aspiration of the institution, aspiration of the nation, aspiration of their parents is looking to them. We have seen in the last 24 hours how Mr. Shukla went to the space. The nation is proud of him. And it is not only one Mr. Shukla. This nation has many Mr. and Miss Shuklas. And I think I want to see personally, and not only I, the whole nation grow. So for that, it is very important we collaborate, we network, learn from the best, go to an institution where you have a freedom to think, where you have a freedom to express, where you have mentors and guides who will touch your hand and heart. Come on, this is the pathway. The ancient parampara of our nation, Guru Shish Parampara, I think that is what made so many great scholars and the philosophers from the nation. I think we are coming back to that level. Come on, these institutions are there, which has been created by each one of us to make them a nursery of learners, thinkers, thought provokers, and who are going to make Bharat different. And Bharat is going to show the pathways for the global community into. I'm confident about it. The rising that is happening in our country. We are the fourth largest economy today. Probably many of us, you and I, might not have thought about it at one point of time. So who are going to make the good highways for us? It is these people. Who are going to take care of the health care of every society? It's these people. Who are going to design some new orbits or some new programmers, launchers? It is they people. So if we have around 35% youth, 65% youth under the age of 30 to 33, I think next 2 or 3 decades are going to be a decade of Bharat. I am confident about it.
Thank you so much. It was interesting to talk to you and valuable insights. Thank you so much.